Hello, my name's Michael Syme. I'm actually outside counsel to the New Rochelle Municipal Housing Authority, and I came to hopefully answer some of the concerns the residents in the community have. So first of all, pardon me? Either way, all I'm going to tell you is the Housing Authority reports to a board. The board is appointed by this body. HUD supplies roughly 95% of the funds that the Housing Authority receives. HUD wrote a letter to the city and made it absolutely clear that they were unhappy with the way the board was handling its duties, that it was not compliant, and they suggested very strongly that the city make a change at the board. The city did that. When somebody that gives you 95% of the money you need to house your residents tells you to make a change, you make a change. In 2014, HUD came in and said that the Housing Authority was troubled, that it had problems up and down. They entered into an agreement. That agreement required a whole lot of things, not all of which have been done, and it's troubling to HUD. Most of the things were done. The executive director, since she's been there, Angela, has made huge changes and brought the authority from being a substandard up to a standard performer. Where they have not succeeded and where HUD was concerned was the board did not go to the board mandated trainings they were required to go to. The board did not set up the financial policies and controls the board was asked to set up. And until those things are done, HUD will not support any movement at Bracey whatsoever. 2 years ago, we went to HUD and said we had an opportunity to get funding known as RAD funding, the same funding that redid Queen City. HUD told us that application was denied until we came out from under the recovery agreement. Thus, that became the first and foremost issue, and the board did not adhere to that. When somebody says, we want to know when Bracey and the housing is going to be redeveloped, the answer is as soon as we can get the financials turned around. And to do that, we need a board that's going to go to the training and focus on those issues. When you ask, where's the resident involvement? Any revitalization will require resident involvement, resident jobs, the use of Section 3 hiring practices. And yes, it will have workforce housing. To sum up, I represent over 70 housing authorities coast to coast. There are very few housing authorities that have an executive director as passionate as this one, or a city that is willing to help and to put forth the time, the effort, and the funds that this city has done. It's been truly a pleasure to work with this city over all these years.